Yo guys, Rokage here and welcome to another video of Naruto Blazing. On this video, as you already know, if you didn't watch it, go watch it. I made a PvP top 10 best units in my opinion, and of course today I will do top 10 PVE units, so make sure to have that in mind. And of course it will be my own opinion, and of course I want from you to say, do you agree with that, what you wanted to change. I want no hatred in the comments below. I just want a normal conversation, etc., like we are human beings, you know, because everyone likes their own units and everyone has their own list. In my opinion, it is hard to satisfy everyone, but I'm gonna still show you my own PvE list that I think who are the top 10 best units for PvE. So let's start. The character that I put in the 10th place will be Sasuke Uchiha. Judging the conventional, it is a skill AMC Sasuke who was dropped with KCM Naruto. Why I put him in the 10th place? I mean, he definitely deserves to be in top 10 best PvE units. But in all that list, all the units are really broken and really strong in my opinion. So I put Sasuke in 10th place. I don't know, would you agree or not? But he's more like for himself. Like I would say, he does enormous damage to body elements and he does crazy dodges. That's all about it. I mean, it's really useful, but compared to other that I put higher, units can't do such stuff. But okay, never mind about that. His strength is unbelievable. I'm gonna talk only for PvE on this video, of course. So his HP is 1940 and his strength is 2460. His strength is really, he has a big strength. It does a lot of damage. His field skills is 15 to 20 chance of dodging an attack, and as you see, he's a vast range, so this field skill is crazy for other to dodge and really useful unit for that. Of course, body skill, he gives you that you have reduction of body element damage that you take by 30%, amazing. And you have the sync with skill where he have boost attack by 150. You have sync with Uchiha, 10% chance to dodging a physical attack. So you can make this guy dodge all the time, except for he can dodge the units who ignore substitution. That's why he's better, a lot better for PvE than PvP. Sync with all except skills, so he get that nullified chakra recovery ceiling completely 100%. Let's talk about his abilities. His abilities, you need to have him, in my opinion, maxed to work perfectly. So nullified chakra reduction field effect, first ability, then chakra guide reduction by 1, because he's 510 chakra in a natural state, like I would like to call it. But when you add this ability, he becomes 4-8 chakra, what is really useful, and I'm really glad Bandai put it there. So third ability, I have 3 abilities for this KCM Sasuke, I mean AMC Sasuke. Damage boost against body, increased damage dealt to body elements by 30%. This guy is a body slayer completely, and he dodges like crazy. If you can see, 40% altogether of dodge. And he also, that last ability, nullifies element affinity based damage reduction. That means he'll do a neutral damage, for example, to heart unit. And yeah, that's really useful. Altogether, he's a crazy body slayer. As you can see, what he does, he ignores damage reduction effect, reduce damage for all enemies in range. So he ignores damage reduction with 5.5 attack toward them, 50% chance of health recovery ceiling for 3 turns, and or immobilization for 2 turns. Of course, his percentage is not so good in your favor, honest. It's 50-50, but I would like it was here 60, honestly, just to give you another additional boost. And we're gonna skip, as I said, PvP this time. Mission, so he has that 24 times attack toward one body element. As I said, pure body slayer. For body missions, he is insane. Of course, he goes to one enemy in range, 21 attack to all other elements, and he has 75% of health recovery ceiling for 5 turns and or attack weaken for 8 turns. Really good. Nothing too OP, you know, about this status alignment, but still really useful because he deals enormous damage. So that's why I put this Sasuke on the 10th place. Maybe he even deserves a higher place, but I feel it like he deserves a top 10 place. Okay, now we go to the unit who I ranked 9 of 10, so let's go. So on the 9th place I put Pain Tende, Visage of Justice, and the reason why I put him is here. So he's a long range hard unit. Hard units are pretty much always OP. He has a decent HP of 2888 with the health pills, and with strength pills 1602. But what's crazy about him is, for example, field skill. Already he reduces damage by 25 to 30%, and while he's a long range, that means a lot for PvE and really helpful. Damage reduction is really helpful these days. And of course, as body skill, he gives boost attack by 300, so he boosted by 300, that's a lot in PvE, and restores 250 HP. That's honestly really helpful, because in PvE healing is really important. And of course you can sync him with hard, where he will get that nullified chakra recovery ceiling, and a better sync for me, in my opinion, sync with long range, where he will restore another 100 additional HP. And if you sync him with Akatsuki, then you'll get another skill damage taken by 25%, what is really great, but nothing too special, since you have already damage reduction when skill units attack you, if they don't have that that they do the same damage to hard types like they do to everyone else. But okay, of course the first ability for the Pain, what I really like, it nullifies damage reduction effect, so he ignores completely damage reduction. His first jutsu is single target with an 80% chance of attack weaken for 5 turns. Also give to himself 30% of damage reduction for 5 turns. You can easily solve a ninja roll with this guy. This guy is crazy for PvE in my opinion. And of course, second ability, 15% to not consume any chakra. I would like 20, but okay. Again, 50% to not consume secret technique. Then we have 10% chance of restoring 1 chakra gauge when receiving direct attack, really good. And of course, these 2 crazy last abilities, reduce damage taken by 25. So when he uses a jutsu first time, he will have altogether 55% of damage reduction when he uses already a first jutsu, if you have him maxed out, or at least to this 5th ability. And his last ability, he nullifies his element affinity based damage reduction. So he'll do neutral damage to everyone, and with it he ignores damage reduction, and it has damage reduction. He got a reset. He can have also with his ult 18 times toward all enemies. Oh, I'm looking at the, sorry for PvP, 23 times attack toward all enemies, a crazy amount of damage, knocks them back and puts a barrier that protects you from 15,000 damage worth of attacks for 5 turns. It's not so crazy. He already has like crazy amount of damage reduction, and with it, when he uses the ult and he can get a reset on ult, he gets another barrier for 15,000. Crazy for 15,000 damage worth, bro. And also he nullifies his damage you receive from ninjutsu or secret technique for 3 turns. That's why I think he deserves that 9th spot with no problem, and in my opinion he's better than AMC Sasuke in PvE, really useful for other units, etc, etc. Okay, the 8th unit that I rank on the 8th place is Naruto Uzumaki, Seal of Light. Of course, as you know it, he was the 1st anniversary unit, but I believe he deserved that spot, even better than Pain, the previous character that I had. My opinion why he's better than Pain, nevertheless he's an older unit. It's because of his crazy amount of healing, bro. He heals like crazy, and you're gonna see later on. He also has a decent amount of HP, 2490, strength is 2698, really good. And this field skill, bro, 150 to 200. He's a bravery type, as you know it. He's also mid-range, but he also can help you heal, bro. And of course, as a body skill, give you 20% chance of dodging. Of course, you can sync him with bravery. You have a wisdom damage reduction, crazily good. Sync with bravery and wisdom, boost attack by 100, okay, nothing too special. Sync with hidden leaf, reduce bravery damage by 20, okay, still useful. But this sync skill is crazy for him. Of course, he's 612 chakra, so that's a little bit RP for him. But when you have all the abilities for him, he'll be 510 chakra, and you will have all the crazy stuff that he does. For example, self-healing for 300. Then he self-healing, if you have all the abilities, he heals 600 altogether. Reduce wisdom damage, reduce the wisdom by 20, then again 20, altogether 40. If you have that sync with bravery, then you have 60% of wisdom damage reduction. Of course, as I said, chakra guide reduction when you have chakra guide consumed by 1. So you have then half 510 chakra, really good. And then you have immobilization resistance, lowers the rate of getting immobilized by 20%. So today it's really useful, but I especially put this unit here on the 8th place, honestly, because of that crazy amount of healing, and he really helps to everyone. And there is another reason why I put him here, because he has that first jutsu that he removes barrier for one enemy in range, 7 attacks and knock them back. With it, he does an ultra combo and a crazy amount of damage to wisdom type and everyone else, because he got also max limit break. And of course, his ult is 16 times attack to all enemies in range. He does enormous damage, of course, and with it he ignores substitution and perfect dodge and knocks them back. And with healing and everything else, if you attack boost him for some mission, he can be a broken unit, and I believe he deserves that 8 spot still, although he's an older unit. And this the character that I put on 7th place is this Madara Uchiha, double renegade Madara. I believe he deserves that place. He's a skill type, he's a west range, he does crazy stuff, he can heal, you're gonna see later on. So the strength about him and HP is health is 2000, okay, mediocre health, and of course strength is pretty amazing, 2300. I mean, nothing too OP, but bro, he has crazy multipliers. Reduce damage by 25 to 30% as a field skill, and he's a vast range. Keep that in mind, amazing. And body skill boosts skill attack by 500. Really useful these days, really useful, because if you have some I don't know, skill units that does already enormous damage, and you put double renegade Madara beneath him, he will do even bigger damage. For example, AMC Sasuke and skill Madara would be awesome combination. Then we have sync with Uchiha. You have another attack boost by 200, sync with skill. He completely nullifies jutsu ceiling, and sync with all except skill, that's boost attack by 200. Okay, let's go. And what's the craziest thing about him is he's a 3-6 chakra, don't forget about that. And of course, with all his abilities, I have him maxed out. He's amazing for PvE and for Ninja Road, for Phantom Castle, for emergency missions, etc. Go for story mode, for everything, bro. So he has first ability substitution jutsu and a third ability substitution jutsu. Altogether, it makes 40%. He also have that chakra recovery when receiving direct attacks, 10%. Really useful because he's only 3-6 chakra. Then of course another useful ability, chakra recover when moving to the next map by 1 chakra guide. Amazing. Self-healing, he restores 750 in PvE, crazy amount of healing. And of course he has 30% chance to not consume any chakra while using secret technique. About his jutsu, he goes into single target, his first jutsu. He removes perfect dodge and barrier for one enemy in range, ignores substitution and neutralizes, so he'll do a neutral damage to anyone who attacks, except of course when he attacks body, he'll do a bigger damage with 4.5 attack towards them. Of course, as you can see, 3-6 chakra. And then we have an ult. Ult is really crazy in PvE and PvP. Removes barrier and perfect dodge for all enemies. Ignores substitution, so he ignores pretty much everything. With 16 times attack to bravery element, he does a crazy amount of damage to bravery elements, and 11 times to everyone else who has another element and not bravery. That's why I put this guy in that 7th place, and I believe he deserves it. On the 6th place, I put beautiful Final Valley Sasuke, bro. Amazing unit, one of the best units in the game for PvP and PvE overall. Why I like this unit? He's a body type, he's a short range, nothing too OP. But when you look at his HP, 2300, his strength is around 2800, amazing. Then he has field skill, 70 to 90% chance of attacking when receiving an attack, so he has a big chance to do counter, and he does amazing damage. So this counter can be useful a lot these days. Body skill restores 300 HP, of course this is useful for PvE. And we have then sync with hidden lift. He nullifies his immobilization. Sync with Uchiha, he can get another boost for 200. He does amazing damage in normal jutsu and alt. Of course, sync with body, boost attack by 200 again, so you can boost him a lot. And of course, sync with all except body, you get another 10% of damage reduction. I mean no, that's the only damage reduction he can have for himself. Okay, abilities, amazing abilities. Combination attack boost attack by 2 times during combinations, so he'll do 2 times more damage practically during combination. Then we have he has 20% not to consume a chakra when he uses normal jutsu. He has damage boost against bravery by 40%, that's the same for wisdom. He also can remove barrier and do damage. And 6th ability, that's crazy because he will increase damage dealt to skill elements by 40. And why that's so OP? Because as you can see with his alt, he nullifies his element affinity based damage, so he will be like doing a normal damage to a skill enemy, and he will have additional 40% of damage up for that. Amazing. And don't forget about his alt also. He gives to himself, he goes for 1 enemy and he gives to himself 10 perfect dodges for 1 turn, bro. Amazing. And of course for mission, I mean for ninjutsu in the arrow, he does 3.5 times toward all enemies in range with crazy jutsu range, bro. He covers practically all map with his normal jutsu. Knocking them back, changes your range to long range for 2 turns, and then he can restore own chakra guide by 2, bro. Amazing unit, amazing. So let's go now to the unit that I put in the 5th place. I really hope that you enjoy my top 10 list, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed that, please. I would really appreciate that. Okay, let's go on 5th place, and I was thinking to put him even higher, but yeah, I decided to put him here. Maybe he deserved the 4th place. I was really what to do, but yeah, let's put him in 5th place. Since he got a limit break, he got an incredible boost for PvP and PvE. As you can know, it's Sage of Sispet Madara. Bravery 1, he has a long range, as I said, max limit broken, crazy amount of strength, 2500, crazy amount, no, that's HP 2500, and strength is 2400. Of course, field skill is amazing also, so he can damage, reduce damage by 15 to 20%, so you can help yourself like that. And his body skill, he restores 250 HP, really useful. I mean, not too OP, but bro, useful. All the healing in PvE is useful. Sync with Uchiha, he got another 50% of damage reduction. As you know, he got already 30% damage reduction, so if you have the ability, of course, and he can go to 45 of damage reduction. Amazing. Sync with bravery, he restores 100 HP, okay. And sync with all except bravery, boost attack by 150, really good, because his last ability is attack boost by 400, so you can get to 550 attack boost with sync and abilities. Let's tell about the rest of abilities. So he has also the ability that gives him 5% chance to get a chakra back when someone attacks you. I don't know why I can't talk. Then we have 20% chance to not consume any chakra. As I said, the reduced damage 30%. Substitution 20%, this unit has everything, literally everything. Then 20% to not consume secret technique, and then again, as I said, boost attack by 400. What's amazing is his jutsu in PvE, honestly. I mean, both jutsu and alt are amazing. He removes perfect dodge with jutsu, barrier for all enemies in range, and ignores substitution with 5.3 times towards them. Nullifies damage you receive from ninjutsu or secret technique for 2 turns, so you get completely nullified damage. You can't receive a damage from ninjutsu and secret technique for 2 turns. Amazing, and with it he ignores everything. and it's AoE with pretty decent range. Of course, the ult is amazing also. Madaras are always crazy. He ignores substitution for all enemies with 16 times attack toward them, drawing them closer. Really good for PvP, for example, drawing them close to the chakra down. And of course, it can be great for PVE, because you can get them like they're closer, and if someone has a little range, you can get all of them like that. So perfect combination, and he has 100% chance to immobilize for 2 turns. Really OP unit. And now the next unit that I put on the list is, so on the 4th place I put this beauty, Final Valley Naruto, who has vast range, who's a hard type, of course, who has a pretty decent HP, 2668, and strength is 1552. Honestly, his strength is nothing too special, but he has a big multiplier, so it doesn't really matter. Field skill boost hard attack by 15 to 750. This is the most craziest and insane attack boost for hard units. Keep that in mind. He's an awesome, and he has vast range, so really good. And a body skill attack boost by 300, also really useful. You can also sync him with Hidden Leaf, where he will have a nullified jutsu ceiling. You can jutsu seal this guy. Then you have sync with Ninja Alliance, boost attack by 200. Sync with all except heart, restores 125 additional health every turn. I mean, he heals a lot already. And sync with heart, reduces body damage taken by 25%. Really good. This sync is really useful. Then we have his crazy abilities, because you need to have him maxed out to work perfectly. So we have here first ability, reduce bravery damage by 40. Really good. Reduce wisdom damage by 40, amazing. Then you have this critical rate boost that he crits all the time by 4 times. Chakra recovery when receiving a direct attack, so 10% chance to get a chakra back. Self healing 750, amazing. And in the PvE, he gets that chakra boost when mission begins. In other words, when mission begins, he has the ult immediately. Perfect. Then we have our jutsu, ignore substitution for all enemies in range with 8 times attack toward them and knocks them back. A pretty decent jutsu. He can crit a lot. He has an amazing range, bro. Amazing range for the jutsu. Like Final Valley Sasuke, maybe even better. It depends. Then we have an ult, removes perfect dodge and attack boost and burial for 1 enemy in range and ignore substitution. That's completely insane. Of course, it's not AoE. With 30% attack toward them and knocking the back, he does enormous damage, and now I believe he deserves that place with no problem, my beautiful Final Valley Naruto. Okay, the next character is, I put for PvE on a 3rd place this Naruto Uzumaki, KCM Naruto Uzumaki, and I believe he's slightly better for PvE than Final Valley Naruto. And of course, he is a wisdom type. He is a beautiful long range. He also is 3-6 chakra. Keep that in mind. Amazing. He has HP 2000, around 2100. Strength is 2266. His field skill, bro, this is amazing field skill. Boost critical rate by 2.5 to 3 times and attack by 200 to 250. Amazing stuff, amazing. Not only you get a crit rate up, he boosts you also, and he's a long range. Body skill restores 400 HP, a lot of HP of restore, bro, a lot of HP. Of course, he can sync with wisdom, where he will have an additional 100 of healing. You can sync him with Hidden Leaf, he will have another 100 additional healing. You can also sync him with all except wisdom, where he will not get, he will get a nullify for chakra recovery ceiling. Of course, first ability, he nullified chakra reduction field effect, so if you put him in the chakra down, he won't lose any chakra. Then he has 30% to not consume any chakra. Self healing is just enormous, 800 HP for PvE. He also has this ability that completely nullifies immobilization, amazing. And so 30% to not consume chakra and 30% to not consume chakra, consume chakra for secret technique, bro. Amazing. You're gonna now understand why is that so crazy, all these abilities. Because with his first jutsu, he goes for 1 enemy, He ignores substitution for one enemy 5 times attack and knocks them back. The enemy receives an increased damage from their non-effective element affinities by 30%, bro, for 6 turns. You do then a crazy damage to this guy when Naruto uses a jutsu, bro. Amazing. And of course you have the alt, where he ignores substitution for one enemy on screen 70.5 times attack and 90% chance of health recovery ceiling. But what's the craziest thing, he restores 2000 of own health for 2 turns, bro. Not only he heals like crazy, but when you use the alt, when he can get a reset by 30%, yo, this guy is a saver. Sometimes you can heal like crazy. He's also crazy for attack and healing, bro. He doesn't have by himself damage reduction, only flaw for this unit, bro. Amazing. Let's go to the second unit. I gave this unit a second spot for the top 10, so watch out. The beautiful Hashirama, he deserves that with no problem. He maybe even deserves top 1 place, but I decided to keep it for some other character. He's a Wisdom type. He is not so good for PvP, but for PvE he's a god. He's one of the gods. And what he does crazy, he has a short range, but never mind about that. He has a crazy amount of HP, 3292 amazing HP. Strength is 2106. He also has this field skill for Wisdom attack, 15 to 750, something like say like Final Valley Naruto has for heart units. And of course he restores 400 HP as body skill. Amazing unit, amazing. You can solo Ninja Road sometimes with this unit if you have it maxed out, etc. About his same skills, so you can sync him with Hidden Leaf, bro. Reduce bravery damage taken by 25%. So if you sync him correctly, you will have that crazy bravery damage reduction. And of course if you sync him with Ninja Alliance, another 25% of damage reduction. So if you sync it correctly, you can have a 50% of bravery damage reduction with this unit. Of course you can sync with all except Wisdom. There again he will have another 50% of damage reduction. Amazing sync skills, amazing health, amazing strength, amazing field skill, amazing body skill and sync skills, as I said. And don't forget amazing abilities, bro. First ability, so when he deals a direct damage or anyone else you're using in your team, he has 10% chance to get a chakra back. He has 60% of lowering rate of getting immobilized, nullifies chakra reduction field effect, jutsu ceiling resistance, nullifies knockback, and of course 30% of not consuming any chakra. Altogether, when you have him maxed out, he is working perfectly. He is amazing unit, and this 6 ability is the most important for this unit. Amazing. Don't forget next thing about him, and he definitely deserves the second spot or maybe even the first. 5.7 attack toward all enemies, 90% chance of health recovery ceiling, and 70% chance of attack weaken, bro. This attack weaken for 5 turns is amazing by Hashirama. And don't forget his jutsu, his 4-8 chakra, and his first jutsu goes through whole map, guys. Whole map will be hit. Unfortunately, it would be awesome if he could ignore substitution. Let's go about his secret technique. He removes perfect also to the whole map. Amazing. Removes perfect dodge, attack boost, barrier for all enemies in range, and ignores substitution with 18 times attack toward them with a 100% chance of health recovery ceiling for 8 turns. With all that, as it says here, whole map, amazing unit, and 100% he deserved that second spot. Now we go to the unit that I think is the best for PvE. Let's go. The best unit in my opinion for PvE is Kaguya. When she got her limit break, I believe she became the goddess of PvE. And she's a hard type. I know the range is a little bit RIP short, but if she could have a long range, I don't know who would be able to stop her, bro. HP and strength is amazing. HP 3686. Strength is 2664. I'm talking with the speed pills, with the health pills and strength pills, like always. Build skill. Reduce damage 20% to 25, amazing. Then you have this body skill boost attack by 250, really good. Also you can sync her with heart, or when she'll have another 100 HP heal. Sync with short range, nullify jutsu ceiling, sync with all except heart, boost attack by 150. She does an amazing damage, you're gonna see right away. So abilities about Kaguya, if you have all the abilities, bro, she's unstoppable. Literally in PvE she's unstoppable. 20% chance to not consume any chakra. If you have the fourth ability also, she will have 40% chance to not consume any chakra. That's a lot, guys, that's a lot. And I'm gonna say later on why is that so important, these resets. Of course she heals 350, 350, altogether 700 per turn, and chakra guide reduction by 1. She's 510 chakra, but when you have that ability she becomes 4-8 chakra, what's the most important ability. Then she becomes really strong. Then the last secret technique damage boost by 2 times, bro. 2 times, amazing. That means that when she goes for one enemy in range with her alt, she completely neutralizes element affinity base damage for one enemy. She does enormous damage. Ignore substitution with 22. You see multiplier 22, and if you have that one it will be 24 attack toward them and knocks them back. Amazing, amazing. Also ignoring substitution, what's really important. Of course the jutsu is 6.3 times toward all enemies in range, not into special range but still a decent range. What's crazy about her, she gives to herself 40% of damage reduction for 1 turn and restore on own chakra guide by 1. This thing makes her the best PvE unit in my opinion, because she can do ninja rolls, most of ninja rolls all by herself. She does an incredible damage. She ignores substitution with her alt. She heals a lot. She gets a lot of resets. She's 4-8 chakra when she has all the abilities. You can solo ninja roll, you can solo some emergency mission with her. Because of that she can get to 100% of damage reduction with no problem, and with it she does a crazy amount of damage to the skill types, especially, bro. Massacre of skill types. Okay, that was it, guys, about this video. I hope you enjoyed. I know that some of you might not agree with me, but just please, no hatred. Let's just discuss it normally. It's just my own PvE tier list, I mean top 10 tier list. But at the end of the day, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment. Make sure to join me on Discord and Twitter. And yeah, guys, see you in the next one. Peace.